let's talk about Black Friday fever, which is already upon us, but unfortunately for some, it will end in tears, literally. Since online shopping has become the in thing in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic, cybercrimes have also increased, with more consumers getting scammed. Well, to help us understand how big a problem this has become in South Africa, our senior reporter, Bateman, is joining us now this hour. Barry, good afternoon. Why should consumers now be extra vigilant when they do their shopping online, particularly around this time with Black Friday specials?
Yeah, good afternoon, Dan. Well, it goes back to follow the money. You look at what happened in the last 2 years with South Africans moving largely away from going to the shops, forced on us by the COVID-19 pandemic. And there's been this shift in consumer behavior to online shopping. And what do criminals do? They follow the money. And they are getting far more sophisticated, they're getting clever. And where you are spending your money, which is now more online, the South African Banking Ombud was telling me earlier today that online activity or online spending had doubled in the last year. I mean, that's an astronomical figure. If you look at internationally, the associated cybercrime with online activity, it's upward of $3 trillion that is stolen annually through cybercrime. So it has become a massive, massive industry, if you want to call it that, a racket, so to speak, for people who are targeting specifically those consumers that are using online services to buy their goods. Now, tomorrow or Friday, we're going to be having a massive, big bonanza, I suppose you can call it, where lots of people will be wanting to take advantage of deals that they see not just in the stores anymore, but now online. And that is exactly where the criminals will be waiting to take advantage of our consumers, which is why they must be extra vigilant. Now, earlier today, I did speak to Kribin Reddy from TransUnion about some of those risks associated, particularly with certain websites that you might go to. You've all heard about phishing, Dan.
Yes.
There are other aspects. Given this Black Friday, there are certain websites that might actually become a problem for consumers. Take a listen.
These cyber criminals are very sophisticated. They work through very sophisticated networks and syndicates, etc. So, you know, the point in time right now might be Black Friday, but they adapt to the context that of the time that we're in. So, you know, a couple of months ago, it would have been a COVID-related scam, you know, or fraud. If it's not Black Friday, it will be something related to the festive season.
You know, I'm listening to him there. I'm thinking, because how do you avoid this? Because sometimes this, you mentioned phishing. You'll see this website. It looks legit. It's branded properly. And it's like, oh, yeah, these guys understand everything. So how do you avoid becoming a victim, so to speak?
Well, it's all about that vigilance, Dan. It's being aware of what the trends are, for one. So let's talk about phishing, getting an unsolicited email, someone promising you something. In this particular case where Black Friday is relevant, so particularly to online shopping, you might receive an email that looks like advertising for a particular brand. The email looks legitimate from this particular brand, and it'll say, click on this link to get a good deal. You click on the link, you'll be taken to a website, and it looks like the legitimate website of that particular brand, and the deal that is available is astronomical. It is too good to be true, as they say, and the adage applies so much in this particular context.
And that should send you, say, alarm bells if it's too good to be true.
That's this is the people I've spoken to today. They say exactly that. I mean, it's an old adage that people have said. It is so relevant to what we're dealing with here. And here you end up on a website that looks legitimate, and you go ahead and you process a purchase, but you're giving your money away for something you will never receive. Now, Reddy was telling me about what we need to be vigilant about. What do we need to look out for? Take a listen.
You know, the big one would be just unsecured websites. So, I mean, you know, any website you're going to transact on, make sure it's got HTTPS in the address. You know it's secure. If you're going to be paying and transacting online, there's certain very secure payment mechanisms, etc. Those are things you should check out for. And then obviously if you're buying.
Yeah, no, you know, after 3 o'clock here on eNCA this afternoon, I'm going to be speaking to Rihanna Strain, the Ombudsman for Banking Services. I know it's one of the people that you've been talking to as well today as we're preparing this report. I guess the basic thing is we need to not to take off our guard, let our guard down, isn't it? Really?
Always the case,
Just be vigilant, as you say. I mean, ask yourself, could this be?
are these reputable dealers? Have you dealt with them before? Are you getting this deal of social media? That was another flag that that we pointed out. These deals on social media, on marketplace, through Facebook and the like. Be very careful dealing with people who are selling things who are not reputable.
Yeah, while you're excited about the deal, rather err on the side of caution until you satisfy yourself and you verified one or the other that it is legit. Thank you very much, Perry Bateman, for that. And that's, of course, with Black Friday coming up. And they've been developing, they've been promoting stuff over the past few weeks, building up to the 26th of November, the big day. And as I said, I will be speaking to Rihanna Stein, the Ombudsman for Banking Services as well, about how you should not let your guard down at this time to avoid being scammed or being a victim of cybercrime. Now,